I know a guy.
Kim. How come Josh knows everybody? That's so funny. Oh my god. Why is it so cute? Hello, so if you join this Patreon, I have all of these things here. Just wanted to show what I have basically. I didn't get to finish Heart Killers, but everything else I finished, so yeah. Thank you. I've also now got Anteam reactions, SB19 reactions, some bandmate reactions. I'm gonna have different reactions on here, different things that people may want, so please let me know what you want, and you know, then it'll be on here. I want to watch the relay dance for Cortis, and then they also literally just uploaded the original music video that they designed, you know what I mean? Like they usually design like a music video, so it's gonna be really cool to see what the actual music video was gonna be, or like their not what's gonna be, because obviously they make it as like a draft essentially, and I love that they actually get to upload the draft that they make, you know, like they're not like hiding, like Hybe isn't hiding the fact that they're designing their own MVs. Obviously things get like redone essentially to be a bit better in the way of like the people that actually work on it as well, like the idiots people, you know. So I really think it's going to be interesting. I love the fact that it's always idiots as well that work on this with them. Like, you know, once they've done like the practice MV, they must show it to the people, and then they're like, oh yeah, we'll try and figure out how to do this, but in like a different way, right? Because obviously the scenes are usually a bit different, stuff like that, so it's going to be really cool to see that. But yeah, I'm excited to see the relay. I feel like it's going to be insane. Like I feel like they are going to be so dumb here, so let's just watch. Like they're not even stood in a line right now. Okay. What is Martin doing, bruh? This is interesting. This is cool. I like his pants, bro. I would wear those. Like literally give me Martin's pants, I would wear those. Actually, I would wear all of these apart from Sunghyun's. Sunghyun's. Yeah, this is cool. No, but his pants are definitely the best. Look at them. I have like half and half pants as well. They're so freaking fun. But mine are yellow and black, red and black, and white and black. Oh, Jihoon is so pretty, bro. He's so freaking handsome. Yo. Those two in the back. Bro, that was funny as fuck. Actually, I do want to know, like, if anybody went to the gym first, who do you think it would be? Like, who do you think would get more muscles first out of all these 5 guys, right? I'm very curious because what people think, right? I feel like it would be maybe Konho, because I don't know. Like James is the only one who's like an adult at this point, right? I think. Or maybe he was just an adult at debut. I don't know. Oh my god. They're funny as fuck, bro. No, but... Oh wait, they might have an ending bit, right? Oh no, they don't. Oh wait, they did Go and Fashion on here too. I mean, they probably did other ones too. I never think about doing relay like things though. In fact, I don't know if you will get like this like blocked or whatever, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, Joohoon and Sunghyun really stood out this comeback. Bro, I love that people are seeing Sunghyun so much more in this comeback. Like, obviously people saw Joohoon. I feel like a lot of people saw like Kono in like fashion and stuff. I feel like people saw Sunghyun a lot less in most comeback in most of the songs. So I do, because like it was obviously Martin and James that got people's attention at first, right? Especially Martin. So yeah, I'm really happy that people are starting to notice the other three. Like, as I say, Kono was like a lot like noticed in fashion, as well as obviously Martin and James. And then I feel like Sunghyun in this one and Joohoon really shined, you know, here. I feel like it really is Sunghyun's song though, this one. I really feel like that, because he had so much. Like, he had like an actual verse. He also had like the chorus a few times, you know. I really do feel like it was his time to shine, you know, in this one especially. I do think Joohoon also shined a lot, but I also think maybe that's just my bias talking, because he is my bias. But I'm not really sure which one would be Joohoon's like song, but I have loved him in all of them, so I can't really say with certainty who's got like which era he would be. But I do think Martin and James is like the first part, you know, like Go and maybe What You Want. What was it called? What You Want? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And then Fashion would be Kono, I feel like, for me anyway. It could be different for other people, right? People's eras are different for other people, but I think that Martin and James share the first one. But then again, for me, obviously it wouldn't be Martin or James, because it would be Joohoon, because I biased him like straight away. So it's like a whole different thing for like different things. But I think when you look at it objectively, like it would be James and Martin's era, because they were the ones that were noticed so much. I mean, even in fashion, people only really knew Martin and James because they were the ones that were easiest to say as well, name wise. You know, I feel like people didn't want to get their names wrong, so they never really said the other guys' names most of the time. But I do know a lot of people that bias, you know, other guys, not just James and Martin, so that's pretty good. You know, I like people that bias everybody. And I know that Kunho is also really popular because he's visual, so that's really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna get into the actual original version of the MV once the adverts leave me alone. It's literally been 20 minutes since this was uploaded. That's crazy. Like, I literally just saw it when I was like turning my light on and sorting out like stuff that was in my recommended, because usually I get like, you know, recommended stuff that is just popped out, which is this. So this is really cool, so let's just get straight to it. Wait a minute. Shit, let's go. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Like, the editing, like the color grading and everything is so interesting right now as well. Who the hell is that? Martin? Oh my god. The way this looks is insane. Obviously they didn't do this in the actual MV, because that would be crazy, wouldn't it? I like the idea of this though. Like the fact that they're using just like the camera and just going around. I wonder if he's recording actually. Oh wait, that was James, wasn't it? So somebody must be recording somewhere else, because James was recording. Yeah. Oh my god. This is really weird, because it's so choppy, isn't it? Like, I wonder how they did this, like filming it in reality, because it feels like it's just a lot of pictures put together, right? Like, it doesn't feel like a video. See, you can barely see what he's saying because of it. Yeah, so James is filming, and then somebody's across the street as well filming. So interesting. I do like the idea that they basically came up with like wearing their own clothes, you know, just kind of filming whatever they're doing. And obviously they kind of do that with the fact that they eat and they're just kind of like wandering about a lot of the time. Yeah, bro. This also kind of makes sense for the concept film, like dance thing that they did as well, performance video, because it was just like so much movement in that as well, but in like normal places, right? In like a normal area. Like they use real places and not like sets. Like literally, how did they film that shit, bro? How did they film this shit? That is crazy. Yeah, so they filmed, wait, it says here, directed, filmed, and edited by Cortis. So I wonder who the person across the road was though, because there was obviously somebody else recording from across the road, but that could have easily, because we saw James like filming, you know, but I don't know who that would have been. Like that could have easily been one of the other members, right? Because we didn't see everybody in that shot for sure, so it could have easily been somebody else filming, like one of them filming. Yeah, social anxiety is afraid of them, bruh, for real. The panic when you don't know what to write when you are early, bruh. Every day I think about how good a group Cortis is. They have great dancers, rappers, producers, vocalists. They are such an all-round group. We got lucky with them. I think the thing as well with them is they actually have the freedom to do all these things, because even members of groups that actually write their own songs, a lot of the time they don't have creative control of the music videos, right? Either they don't know what to do with them, or they're just not allowed to do music videos, you know, because like there are a lot of groups where they can write their own songs, but we've never seen them write like their own storyline. You know, I feel like the first time I ever saw that would have been with Cortis for a K-pop group, right? And then when I found SB19, they obviously have like a member called Justin who like does most of the MVs, right? He does most of the like creative designs with other people, but he's like a lot of the forefront of it. So it's really freaking cool that we see at least 2 different groups now that are actually having creative decisions with their own projects. Like I know there are others, because there's like with Stray Kids, their solo stuff and like their group stuff is different, because when it's a group thing they don't have creative control of the MV. I don't know if they don't want it, or if it's just because it's so much they'd rather just, you know, leave it to other people because they can design the MV and it's fine, or if it's like they know what they want and then they, you know, because we never actually know what happens with MVs with certain groups, right? Because behind the scenes they could be not designing it themselves, but like they could be thinking this is the type of thing they want, and then they tell the director of the music video and then they set it up for them, you know. That could easily be a thing that happens, but we don't know that because nobody talks about music videos. They talk about songs. I'm also very curious to know if people have control of music videos, because there's so much talk about songwriting, but for me, I think even if you don't write the song, if you're creative in a different way, if you're creative in like a music video way, that's also really cool, you know. I just wish we knew if people actually did write what they wanted to do for a music video. Like with Cortis, we can see the types of things they want, you know. I think especially with, what was that one song where it was like the Coke can, and they had like the music video was actually basically the same as the original version that they made themselves, you know what I mean? Like it was basically the same. I think the color grading was a bit different though, and like the actual like stuff was a bit different, but it was basically the same, you know what I mean? it was basically the same. So I do love the fact that they basically just did the exact same thing again there, whereas this one is completely different if you think about it. Like, this one is nothing alike the other one, you know, like, but it has that same kind of vibe where, you know, they're just chilling, they're just having fun, they're just being mates with each other, you know. That's the vibe that they're going for in both this and the actual version that came out, you know. Like, obviously it's really freaking cool to see that they have so much control over their stuff, and I always freaking love seeing Idiots and Cortis, you know, on the thing saying this is, you know, they're the ones that directed it and shit. I think it just makes so much sense because they have like the control and stuff. I think it's really cool. I do wonder who has the most ideas about stuff like this, you know, like if it's James, if it's all of them, you know, because I feel like James was the one that James is one of the guys that seems the most in there for the editing, especially because I remember in the thingy when they were editing for, I think it was the music video, I can't think of the name, the one with the Coke bottle, but he was like editing it and stuff. He was like putting the music over the top of like the video, because obviously it was a one take, so it was interesting, and the color grading and everything. And then Kano came and sat down with him, so I think it was really interesting. Like, I definitely think James is more inclined to the visual stuff like that. And then I do wonder where Joohoon falls in that, because I mean, we don't know how much everybody writes for their songs and stuff, but I think that Martin and Sungyeon probably have the most say, especially in the writing, or maybe not the writing, but producing, composing maybe, because I don't really see a lot of the time having Kono's name there, or James's, or Joohoon's, but I feel like they all participate, you know, in a lot of these things. I feel like in this one, they actually, in Red, I think all their names were there, right? I think in the lyrics, I think they all had part in writing for this song. So I think that's really cool. If they did for all the songs as well, please let me know, because I'm very curious actually. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.
That was a lot of like nonsense.
Can but be kidding.